Hey everybody, this is N1njaHawks here. Today I'd like to give my personal thoughts on Crash 4. Now keep in mind that I've only played this game for a day, so I could change at any moment for my opinion. But other than that, this will contain spoilers, so without any further ado, let's get into it. The story is Uka Uka opens up a portal rift with all of his powers he used, and because he's so burnt out he can't do anything, so what does Entropy and Cortex do? They leave him behind. Yep, real supervillain fashion. Meanwhile, Aku doesn't like the looks of things, so he wakes up Crash and the adventure begins. The story from here is nice and simple, so you won't have a bunch of pointless Destiny crap in the mix. Let's talk about the level design. Wow, this game is really hard. This has to be the hardest Crash game I have ever played. I'm not kidding. It makes both Crash Team Racing and Nitro Kart's final bosses look easy in comparison. When I first started playing Crash 4, wow, let me tell you now, when I got to the second world, I had my ass handed a lot. But altogether, I don't really care if it's easy or hard for a game, just as long as it's fun, that's all that really matters. Let's go to gameplay, and for the first time in a really long time, we get to play as more than just Crash and Coco. Yep, we get to play as other characters, and one of them being Torna. Yep, that's her right there. Looks different from her original design. I remember the first time you play as Torna, I didn't think it was her at all. I thought it was just a brand new character, until we got to the cutscene bit, and I was like, what? Oh yeah, I was shocked. I was definitely shocked big time. I just did not expect it at all. You might be wondering, well, how was I shocked? Because she was originally a Peach ripoff, but then in the second game, the Japanese really didn't like her, so you know what they did? Replaced her with an even better character called Coco. Altogether, I can get used to her in this game. It's not like it's her original crappy self, so I'm all good with it. As for her gameplay, it's really fun. It's like a combination of Wii Fit Trainer from Smash 4 for 3DS and Wii U combined with Indiana Jones into one. Overall, I definitely enjoy her gameplay, and I definitely like how she has her own personality now instead of being a Peach ripoff, so yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing her again in Crash 5 if that's a thing. Next is Dingodile. So you might be thinking, well, how do these two fit in the timeline? Torna's from another dimension, as you can tell. As for Dingodile, he retires in the main timeline, and instead of having his flamethrower, he uses his vacuum gun of some sort. I don't know the name of it, but he's really fun to play as. Dingodile uses his vacuum cleaner to vacuum stuff as well as hover. He can also attack too, which has pretty big radius, I won't lie. But however, be in mind he can vacuum nitro crates, so be careful. Altogether, I definitely enjoyed Dingodile's gameplay. Yeah, I do wish he could actually use his flamethrower if you beat the game, but you know what? Sometimes you don't need everything to have fun, and this is a clear example. At last, we get to play as Dr. Neo Cortex. This isn't the first time we got to play as him. Nope! The first time we got to play as him was in Twist Sanity, but here we get to play as him again, except I've never played Twist Sanity version of him, but wow, he is sensitive here. As you could probably tell, he is not my favourite part of the game. Whenever you dash, that's it, you just go in whatever direction you are in, so if you fall off a pit, good luck, you're dead. Overall, I definitely don't enjoy playing as Cortex, and he's definitely the worst character out of the bunch instead of least best, like if you ask me from my personal opinion. But anyways, he's an evil scientist, what do you expect?
I'm an evil scientist, what do you expect? This isn't a game.
Is there two negatives to this game? Yes, there are. The first one would be the art design. I personally prefer Insane Trilogies more. But hey, I mean, this one would be more of depending on your taste, so at least it's something better than, let's say, Lego Movie compared to Lego Indiana Jones 1. My final negative to Crash 4 would be some of the voice acting, like for example, Entropy and some like Engine. I know Engine is an example of the Insane Trilogy one, but personally, I'm not a fan of it, but Entropy's voice, damn, it sounds worse compared to the original.
Leave him. He's served his purpose.
So, You pesky little rats aren't going to back off, eh? Just you continue to gather crystals and see what I do. Now you're on my time, you little skunk! Give me the crystals!
If you're guessing the PS1 intro was my favourite one, you would be wrong. It's actually the Crash Nitro Kart one.
Blink and you'll miss me. No time like the present.
I'm not sure exactly what classifies copyright for sounds only, so I went with 3.8 seconds just in case if it was on the 4 or more seconds mark. Final things before I go, we'll cover the remix mode, which is the upside down gems. Yep, they're definitely like what they said. It's a harder version of what we already are used to in Crash 4, and I'm not joking. Finally, we have costumes, and yes, you can definitely pick between a lot of costumes, so good luck trying to earn them all. They're not easy, but they're so satisfying once you get them. So thanks Toys for Bob. So what's my final thoughts on Crash 4? Definitely a great game, and I definitely recommend picking it up if you're a Crash fan. Yes, it does have the two negatives like I've mentioned, but those are just because it's me and my personal opinion. Other than that, I like games when it's just personal opinion as negatives instead of just really bad ones like, for example, Batman Arkham Origins with the really terrible story, which that one's definitely not personal opinion. So, is this game up with Crash 1, 2, and 3? My personal opinions, I really like Crash 1 to 3 the most, but you know what? I definitely recommend this if you want to play a good Crash game, because this is definitely one of them. But anyways, that's it for today's video, so I'll start wrapping up. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. If you're new and want to check my channel out, click the bell. Until then, have an amazing day, and I'll see you all until my next video.